So let's be real. This is just something about two people who have to get married. Maybe it's for the money, maybe it's to protect someone, or maybe it's political, or maybe it's to save the family ranch. The promise themselves is just gonna be business, right? There's no feelings. And then suddenly they were up until 2 a.m. because we didn't know when they finally admit that they're in love. Do you want to read more and feel good about what you're reading, but struggle with time and finding clean books? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Kassidy, a wife, mom, and a lifelong reader whose faith shapes what I read. I learned how to make time for books and choose ones that align with my values. If you're ready for clean books you don't have to second guess and simple reading tips that fit real life, cozy up and let's make reading fun again. Before we dive in, if you've ever found yourself thinking, finding well-written clean books is so hard, friend, you are my people. Come join my free Facebook group at fruitfulreader.com/group. It's full of women who love clean and Christian books, and we are always sharing recommendations, favorites, and hidden gems. Let's get into our marriage of convenience trope books. So let's be real. This is just something about two people who have to get married. Maybe it's for the money, maybe it's to protect someone, or maybe it's political, or maybe it's to save the family ranch. The promise themselves is just going to be business, right? There's no feelings, no romance, no complications. And then suddenly the conversations get softer, the sacrifice is bigger, the tension builds, and suddenly we're up until 2 a.m. because we didn't know when they finally admit that they're in love. Ask me how I know. I love this trope because it proves something so beautiful. Love can grow, and love can be chosen, and love can bloom in the most unlikely circumstances. And if you've ever felt overwhelmed by choices, this episode is for you. I'm breaking down these categories so you can pick your favorite. First up is Harvest of Rubies by Tessa Afashar. I know I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. This one follows Sarah, the queen's favorite scribe, who believes she's unworthy of love, and Darius, a wealthy aristocrat, who ends up in an arranged marriage with her. I love this one because Sarah's personal growth was so powerful. Watching her wrestle with faith, identity, and worth, it was just so deep in the best way, and such a beautiful book. It is a biblical fiction book, so it was amazing. If you love that kind of stuff, go read it. Next is a totally different genre. This is for fantasy romance, kind of like more of an urban fantasy, I would call it, called Crown of Shadows by K.M. Shaw. An unwilling fae is forced into becoming queen of the night court and must marry for political stability. All the while, assassins are trying to kill her. Super casual, I know. I adore K.M. Shaw's writing. I've read all of her books. The world building is so immersive, but she still manages to weave in like this swoon-worthy, super slow burn romance that keeps you flipping the pages. Next is Fierce Heart by Tara Grace. This is about a human princess and an elf prince who enter in an unexpected arranged marriage to prevent war between their kingdoms. The character growth in this one is so good, and I love watching their relationship slowly build through compromise and choice. And the elf setting completely transported me. Like, I don't even know how to describe it because the author did such a good job, but just imagine like tall, amazing foresty trees and this amazing immersive elf kingdom world. What's even better about this book is that it's a pretty long series. I think there's like 5 books. I can't remember the exact amount, but there's definitely a lot of books in this one, so you'll get to stay with a couple for a while, which is super fun. Next up is Romancing the Bride by Melissa Jagers. Annie needs to save her ranch, so she proposes a marriage of convenience to Jacob, who wants the land just as badly. But between cattle rustlers, broken friendships, and stubborn kids, their arrangement turns into something neither of them expected. I love this one because it's such a unique take on the trope. The plot moves fast, and there's really good emotional depth, and the swoony tension between them makes it such a satisfying Western romance. Another favorite historical is A Bride of Convenience by Jody Hedlund. Zoe boards a bride ship for a fresh start, and Pastor Abe proposes out of frustration and protection, but the reluctant union gets super complicated fast. Jody Hedlund's historical detail is incredible. All of her books are really, really well written. It had that perfect blend of like romance and suspense that kept me hooked the whole time I was reading. Another favorite historical writer of mine is Mimi Matthews. This one is The Belle of Belgrave Square. A London heiress with crippling social anxiety impulsively proposes to a scandal-shrouded captain. This is like a Beauty and the Beast feel in this one, and the emotional and the character evolution, it made it so rich and layered. Mimi Matthews is really great at creating like complex characters and bringing them to life, and she's just amazing. She usually writes Regency style books. It's great for readers who want that Bridgerton feel without all the spice. Next up is a classic, in my opinion, The Accidental Bride by Denise Hunter. It's not a classic, but I think Denise Hunter is an amazing author. So this is about a girl named Shay, and she agrees to be a pretend bride at a reenactment and ends up legally married to the man who broke her heart years ago. This one is really fun. The Montana setting, the accidental marriage twist, and the emotional tension between them made it such an engaging contemporary pick. And the last one I want to bring up is His Pledge to Protect by Shanae Johnson. Maureen is ready to marry a wealthy man she doesn't love to save her family ranch until a wounded soldier who carries deep guilt over the father's death steps in to protect her and they start to fall in love. I've been really enjoying this series. This one is so sweet, just like it promises. The characters are really fun and interesting, and I loved how the story was like just under 200 pages, so it's a super quick read. Marriage of Convenience is super fun because it shows up in lots of different books. It's fantasy, historical, suspense, and even contemporary books. So I want to give yourself a little mood check to help you pick which one you're going to start with after you finish listening to this episode. So if you want dragons and royalty, go with Fierce Heart or Crown of Shadows. If you want a more of a Western ranch vibe, Romancing the Bride by Melissa Jagers. If you want a deep biblical fiction pick, go for Harvest of Rubies. If you want that more modern rom-com feel, you should pick up The Accidental Bride by Denise Hunter. And if you want more of like a suspense with real danger, His Pledge to Protect by Shanae Johnson is amazing. That way you don't have to waste time picking on a book that doesn't fit your headspace right now. Just go through that little checklist and pick which one fits you. There are so many incredible clean marriage of convenience books out there. You don't have to compromise your standards to get that swoon-worthy romance that comes with this trope. I also have a more giant list on my blog, so make sure you go to show notes to get even more recommendations in this trope. Hey friend, if you loved today's episode, take 30 seconds to join our free Facebook community of over 30,000 women at fruitfulreader.com/group and connect with readers who just want to read more without worrying about what they'll run into. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps other readers find the show. Now go pick something off that TBR or add 3 more. I won't judge. I'll see you next week. Happy reading.